This time on Walking Garage, Red does lots of inspecting.
Hey? Oh, you come and say hi now.
I swap out the water pump and hoses on the LC Torana.
Looks like it'll still work alright.
And we make some interesting discoveries while we're doing that.
Happy days with that. That is disgusting.
And then I drive the Torana for the first time in 7 years. Absolutely no brakes.
Today we're on to the water pump and the cooling system. Once we do that, we can run the car for a bit longer, give it a service. If we have enough time, brakes. Because that is the big thing that stopped us last time. What do you reckon, Red? Should be good? Yeah? Right, let's go. Exciting day ahead for the Red Wagon. If we can get through all this, then we can probably get out to the brake. Yeah, it's forward. Can I have it? Is there any water in here? Oh, that is rock hard. I'm gonna have to swap that. How much water's in here? Not a lot. We are, of course, going after the water pump, which is down there. I've got to take this off anyway to get out for the new thermostat. So we'll take this off, take off the fan and the water pump. I haven't bothered to drain the water because I don't think there's any in it, but I've got the trusty shop vac over there just in case it's on wet mode so we can suck out any water that may come out. Happy days with that. That is disgusting. Unfortunately, I have seen this before on another car. Let's try and get it sorted. Hopefully it's all sitting right there. Fire out, man. All right, stick with us. I'm not even going to clean that. I'm going to buy a new housing. That's just ridiculous. I'll try and clean that bit out. Hopefully it'll come out with the thermostat, but it's like a paste. It's not, it looks really dry, but it's actually like a paste, most of it. Let's see if we can pop this thing out. Red, what's your language? There we go. Okay, it's out. Looking pretty minky. I've got a new one there. Okay, so I brought it over to the bench to have a look. Got that off. As you can see, there's the same crud in the pipe there. Also, it's all corroded away. So it's definitely, I don't know, corrosion of the aluminium and maybe also the coolant, I don't know, but it seems to be isolated to this part, so that's a good thing. But yeah, look at all the crap that came out of there. And a little bit short around, so I think that coffee is done. I ain't drinking that. Given that a good clean up, and remembered why I ended up getting a new fuel pump, because this here is corroded off, which, you know, I'd kind of forgotten about. How the most shitty clamps I think I've ever seen. They're like, I'm guessing they're original, or close to. Another scoop. Somebody's patched that up to make it stop leaking. Still no sign of water, so yeah. Don't know when we're going to see it. Could be any time. But when we do, we'll just suck it out, Red. Let's do it with a big screwdriver. There it is, Red. No mucking around, Red. There's only 2 bolts, right? Oh, is that a 3rd bolt? Really? Well, that explains it. Well, Turns out the fan has to come off before that comes off. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I think I found this out before. Another thing I just forgot, Red. Getting a bit tight in here. I'm hoping I don't have to pull the radiator to get the fan off. That would suck. I'm pretty sure I don't. I've done this before without taking the radiator out, I'm sure. But it's been a while. Give this one a go. These little kits come in handy sometimes. I've got tools piled up everywhere that I'm trying to get this job done with. I guess squeezing a 6-cylinder into a 4-cylinder body, you kind of expect a bit of difficulty. Even that doesn't really fit, does it? I'm going to be undoing these and hitting the radiator as they come out. But I can't go all the way, I've just got to loosen them. I'm going to be making circles in the radiator. I can't do it with one hand either. Come on. Jeez, Red, these are pretty long. Look how long. There's one out. Oh, poor radiator. I think that's by a leak anyway, so we may be replacing it, but I'd rather not. Oh, this one has a washer on it. That one did not. Interesting. Okay, so we've got the fan and we've got the pulley's still on, but it'll come off. It's wobbly, look. Then we've got the thermostat housing off. So we're getting there, but right now it's lunchtime. That was a bit harder than I thought it would be, but we're getting there. Next step, that pipe. See if any water comes out. We still haven't seen any water. So there's definitely some water there, so I'm getting the sucker out. Try and deal with that. A little bit of water on the ground, but not too bad. Actually worked really well. Let's see how much we got in here. Oh, yuck. There's other stuff in there, obviously. There's a fair bit of water we sucked out. We'll deal with that later, Fredo. Not what I wanted to do, but it's okay. Good decision to swap that out, I reckon. Looks like it'll still work alright, but yeah, not very nice. That water pump is off, and it's pretty manky down there. Hey, it's the next day. No, okay, not the next day. It's a week later. Okay, let's just say that the last time I was recording a video on this car, we still had a Queen. Tony Ricardo had a drive for next year, and Wayne Carey still had a job. So, you know, I may have been busy doing other things, but anyway, we're here. And by the end of today, I wanted this thing running. I don't mean running, I'm going to drive it. It's going to go out there, roll the door. It ain't going on the road because it's still got no brakes, but we're going to get all the cooling system back together, and we're going to have it so that it can run for a while and drive. And, you know, we might even change the oil or something like that. Since you guys are here, I've pushed it out onto the lawn, given it a good flush out, you know, shoved the hose up the radiator. And when I do that, I try and block off the hole so, you know, the stuff comes out the top. You keep doing that until you get rid of all the brown water. Because we've got no water pump and no thermostat housing now, I've got good access to the water galleries in the block. So I shoved my hose in there and kept it shoved in there until the brown water stopped coming out. And, you know, to me, that's a good flush out. It should be all good to go. Got a bit of cleaning up to do on the face of the block. And I've got to clean up the thermostat housing because I went to go and buy some online. And look at the prices. not rich, man. That's ridiculous. I mean, my first Torana was cheaper than that. Anyway, so we'll get on to that. And yeah, hopefully drive it today. What do you reckon, Red? Busy over there? Hey? Oh, you come and say hi now. So there's the old water pump. It's a little bit worse for wear, bit of crud in there. This thermostat housing is going to have to be replaced. I'm pretty sure I've got a spare one laying around, so that'll do the trick for that. I've got this one. This still looks pretty good. Obviously there's a bit of crap in there, but we'll get something in there to clean that out. Get all the gasket off and all that. But yeah, can you believe $600 and something for one of these? Whew. Yeah, this needs to be cleaned out. There's like there's goop across there. I don't know why. But not anymore. So I got myself some tools to get the job done. I don't know if they're going to fit in there. This one might. This one might fit in. That's the plan. It's from Super Cheap. These kind of things always come in handy anyway. So, yeah. And also got myself a gasket scraper with a stripping brush. Also from Super Cheap. So we'll get them onto it and get it cleaned up and clean up the face of the blocks, and off we go. There we go. I think that looks a lot better. Got all the. Have we? No, there's still some old gasket on there. Still a fair bit of mess in there, but you do so much. Still want to make it look nice. Well, we have a dilemma. I might be spending $600. Ta-da! Hairdo got messed up a little bit there. But yeah, look how clean. It's actually getting in there a little bit. It's about as good as we're going to get it. Because I've had enough, basically. Okay, so I found another upper thermostat housing. I'm assuming that's going to fit. Looks right to me. The lower is different though. Like this is the one off 173. This is off. I don't know what. I mean, this part looks the same. You know, this part, but then it's got the 173 has this lower bit on as well. So I don't know, but if anyone can tell me, put it in the comments. But this one I grabbed for a little planned revival that I've got coming up. It's nothing too special, just an engine that I want to see if we can get going. If you want to see that one, think about subscribing and jumping on board the Borkin Garage gang. It's still got a gasket on it. We'll get that off. There it goes. That'll do, pig. That'll do. too bad. I'm just trying to get in there and get that surface layer of crud and dust off the facing, so that when we put the water pump and the housing back on, thermostat housing back on, then it's going to be nice and smooth and we're not going to have any leaks. That's what I'm really aiming for. Because I don't think I'm going to get any crap out of the inside of this at all. It is what it is with that. We're just trying to make it a clean surface. Okay, it's looking pretty good to me. It's a lot smoother than it was, so that's the main thing, right? I'm going to take these hoses off, so I'm just going to stick the vacuum in there again and make sure there's no water in there from when I flushed it. Yeah, if you've been watching Walking Garage for a while, you would remember that we put together this shelf. Hasn't changed much since then, but I have recently made this. It's a Torana tub. In the Torana tub, you've got all the things you need to finish this off. Some stuff you guys have seen. I showed you this months ago, you know, that's going in. Then we need the thermostat, and then we need gaskets. But there's also some stuff you guys haven't seen under here. What are they? Oh, that says on it, but yeah, we'll do those one day. Maybe today, doubt it. But look, we've got all the pipes, hoses. That's the old belt. But it looks fine. I might swap it later. Anyway, let's go. Let's get this pump on. Good boy, in the bin. Put it in the bin. Don't chew on it. Oh, we have a water pump. Alrighty, there we go, all back together again. Had some issues with the GoPro, so I just powered through. I've got the new water pump on, got a bung on the thermostat housing there, thermostat housing lid on. A couple of things to remember, which I forgot, is you need to put the thermostat housing on before you put the pulley on for the fan. If you don't do that, you have to do things a few times and you can get a bit upset with things. Everything's all tightened up and everything. I think we'll be okay. Next step is to put water in it. Only concern I've got is this thermostat housing. It's not really fitting perfectly flush. It doesn't like that thermostat that's in there, so there may be a gap. I've got 2 gaskets on there just in case, but yeah, I'm going to fill it up with water. We'll see what happens when I fire her up, I guess. Okay, here we go. Let's start this thing. Make sure that it's in park. Nothing. Why would there be nothing there? Absolutely nothing. That's not good. It's got to be this. Getting lights, but no cranky. Why no cranky? Ah, there we go. Found the reason why. Because I didn't put that back on. So the reason we had no crank is because this was off from when I was cranking it with my magical toy. You can't see it down there. There's a plug on the starter. So obviously the starter's unplugged, so you're not going to start. Oh, I might need my keys. Here we go, Red. Let's try again, eh? Have a problem down there. I thought I could smell like a burning rubber smell. I don't know if you could tell, but when the car was running, the fan wasn't spinning because look down there. The old, somebody, when they were fighting with the water pump pulley, they didn't get the belt on the crank pulley right. So, yeah, it's going to be a tomorrow job now. All ready to go. Let's see how we go. That could be. Water pump spinning. Been running for a few minutes now. Promise you guys I would drive. So here we go. Absolutely no brakes. Handbrake? Look at the handbrake. Got no gears. Ah! Come on. Here we go, reverso. Let's fix this up. Right, there you go. Not much of a drive, and maybe brakes aren't our only issue, but if you want to see the rest of the build, go here. Or here, I don't know where it is. It's my first time doing this bit, so see you later.